lot of people say forgive and forget. Forgive and forget is not in the Bible. Forgive is in the Bible. But if you forget, you never learned. This is what you need to understand. Because yes, you should forgive much, but you should trust little. Jesus Christ told us that we should forgive our brother before he even ask for forgiveness. That means that there are times where people will offend you and will not ask for forgiveness. So for that, it means that they will not be sorry. So for that, it will be foolishness for you to allow them to still offend you again in order for you to forgive them again, because a time will come where you reach your limit. What do I mean by that? A friend stole your money. Yes, you have to forgive the person, but you don't have to trust that friend again. If you keep bringing that friend close to you and giving him the opportunity to steal again from you, then that's just you being foolish. A lot of people will argue with what I'm saying, and to them I ask this question. If a man raped your daughter and you did not know whether he had repented or not, and one day he came and he wanted to stay in your house, he needed help and he wanted to live in your house, and your daughter was still living in that same house, you are not sure whether he repented or not, will you allow him to live there? You will tell him to go. You will tell him sorry, you can't help him. Why? Because you don't trust him. And the same way, forgive much, but trust little. If you trust anyhow, and if you forget what they did to you, then you never learned. So therefore, to forgive someone means to detach your emotions from what happened to you. It means you are mature enough to realize that that thing happened and you made a mistake, but you are also mature enough to realize that you will not make that mistake again. Jesus gave a parable about forgiveness. He said that there was a king who had a servant that was owing him $1 million, and he brought the servant. He said, pay me what you owe me. The servant could not pay. He said, put the servant in prison, sell his wife and children to pay me the debt. The servant started begging, please master, I will pay you. The king was touched inside and he said, you know what, keep the money, you don't have to pay me again. Then the servant went out and then he saw somebody that was owing him just a few dollars. Remember, he was owing $1 million and the king forgave him. But somebody that was owing a few dollars, he came out, and when he saw the person, he nearly wanted to kill the person because he wanted the money. He even put the person in jail. The fellow servants went to go and tell the king. When they told the king brought the servant before him and he said, you wicked servant, I forgive you $1 million, but yet you cannot forgive a few dollars. And then he took the servant, he cast him in jail, and he cut him in pieces. He punished him. Jesus now said that's the same way God will treat anybody who does not forgive his neighbor from his heart. Because if you don't forgive those that have wronged you, God will not forgive the wrongs you have done against him when you ask for forgiveness. But it is important for you to realize now that parable is correct, it's golden, it's righteous, it's correct, right? And it's a template for us to live our lives. But it is important for you to realize that that king may have forgiven that servant $1 million. But if that servant came back to ask for another $1 million after he forgave him, do you think the king would have given him the money? He wouldn't have given him. Why? Because the king knows that he cannot pay. The king knows the kind of person he is. So the king will not trust him again with that $1 million. The same way, you see, you must forgive people completely, wholeheartedly, but you must not trust them 100% because the trust has to be earned. Do you not get what I'm saying? When your friend betrays you, you should forgive them. But don't now open up your heart and your house and deceive them fully like you did before. Otherwise, they may even do worse than they did before again. Giving somebody a second chance is like giving him a second bullet to shoot you again because they missed the first time. Put that in mind.